Hello, Professor. My name is Karina Montoya, and I will be presenting my informative speech momentarily. First and foremost, I would like to show you my note cards as well as my speaker guest that I will be presenting in front of. These here will be my speaker note cards that I will be using for today's speech. And then these two plushies will be my audience members for today's speech. I will be setting the camera up momentarily and begin my speech in a few moments. In 2020, according to daily correspondent Elizabeth Camillo in Smithsonian Magazine, we had our first ever sighting of the giant Asian hornet's nest in the United States. In the next few minutes, we will discuss how the giant Asian hornets have found a foothold in the United States. First, we will discuss certain traits and characteristics of this type of hornet, as well as where they have been located. Next, we will go over how and why it is considered to be invasive and the damage it has done or could do. Finally, we will go over what has been done thus far to control that spread. Giant Asian hornets have their own distinct way of life in comparison to any other allied insect like the bee or wasp family, as well as come from different regions of the world. According to Pallador and Bush in the Washington Invasive Species Council, they state that the typical characteristic of these hornets are their wingspan of about 3 inches, they grow in length about 1.5 inches, as well as having body indications of yellow or orange with black stripes, and having a yellow or orange head. These petrifying looking winged creatures are native to many parts of the Eastern world, as stated by Olga Kuchman in AgriLife Today. These hornets live in many areas of Japan, South Korea, India, as well as Pakistan. In the current climate and new environment that these giant hornets have now habitualized, they brought major damage to not only our indigenous bees and wasps colonies, but as well have a domino effect to their disruption. As stated previously, these Asian hornets are the apex predators of mainly honeybees, but as well as some types of wasps. In Penn State Extension, written by Michael Swalski, he states that these hornets switched from prey sources to honeybees beginning of August 2020. This switch caused catastrophic damage as less bees are out pollinating, which affects our ecosystem here in Northern America. With the disruption of these hornets have created many types of species in Northern America are vastly affected. This creates a domino effect with negative ecological effects that ultimately disperse over large areas of Northern America, as stated by Crawler, Illen, Looney, and Zhu in PNAS Biological Science Report. Trying different approaches to try and control the overpopulation of these Asian giant hornets in the United States have been a battle as it is. Two major ways the country has prepared itself to control over this outbreak was to destroy and conquer. These hornets have already created disruption. It is with honeybees. So the way to protect them, as stated in the U.S. Department of Agriculture, written by Greg Rosenthal, is to eradicate the nest in its entirety. Though with that, there have been unsuccessful trials of trying to find where these hornets created their hives at. In the article written by Greg Rosenthal, U.S. Department of Agriculture, he as well theorized and executed the idea of tagging these large creatures with radio tags to detect where they may have hidden, since their hives are located closer to the ground. Today, we discuss traits and characteristics of giant Asian hornets, why they are considered invasive, and the damage they have caused thus far in the United States, as well as which effects have been made to control their spread. Giant Asian hornets have had a huge impact on the United States since their arrival back in 2020 and have since contributed to major change, and not only geographically but as well as environmentally. Thank you.